103.7 FM. Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to our coverage of Ottawa University Braves men's basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Kramer Pharmacy, Quality Structures, and by Arvest Bank, Advent Health Ottawa, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. OU Braves men's basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by CarStar, Ottawa University, Sutton's Jewelry, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, and Great Life Golf and Fitness. Now let's go courtside and join KOFO's Casey Weeder for OU Braves men's basketball.
From Wilson Fieldhouse in Ottawa, Kansas, good evening and welcome to Ottawa University Brave basketball as the Ottawa University men take on the number 25 ranked Bethel College Threshers. I'm Casey Weeder, joined by Bruce Tate. Ottawa coming off their third straight loss on Thursday, an 84-81 defeat to Bethany on the road in Lindsborg as the Braves trailed 78-62 with 4 minutes remaining as they were able to cut that deficit to 81-80 with a minute left as Ottawa went on an 18-3 run. But the Swedes able to hit free throws down the stretch, and a last-second three-pointer from Jaquan Daniels came up short as Ottawa has lost all 3 games by a total of 7 points. Their opponent tonight, number 25 Bethel College. The Threshers 6-4, 2-3 in the KCAC. They've lost 2 straight and are coming off a tough loss of their own as they were beat by number 9 Oklahoma Wesleyan on a putback by Derek Tolton Jr. with 0.1 remaining. And Bruce, in the preseason, Bethel picked number 1, Ottawa picked number 3, both hitting a rough patch right now. And based off the energy from both teams in halftime and then coming up in warm-ups, these 2 teams realize how big of a game this is.
Man, yeah, you're right. Both of these teams are pretty hyped, yelling and dunking and pregame and halftime of the women's game. So they know how big this game is. Both teams are led by a group of seniors that have been there, done that before, that have played some great basketball games out here the last few years, and they're expecting a great matchup here for both teams. So a ton of respect.
Ottawa on Thursday, falling 84-81. They shot 44% from the floor, but the three-point line struggles continued, just 29%. Perry Carroll did lead Ottawa with 18, Andre Jackson with 14, Ian Moore with 12, Ty Bland with 11, and Bland also added 3 blocks. Jackson Mallory led the Braves with 4 steals, also had 6 rebounds for him. Perry Carroll still leading this team with 16.5 points per game. Andre Jackson leading for OU and rebounding at 6.3 and blocks at 1.0, steals at 2.0, and Mallory an assist at 3.0. In the 3 losses for OU Bruce, Braves averaging just 78 points per game. On the year, still averaging 86.4, but they haven't been able to dip into that lower, or that upper 80, lower 90 in a long time. And offense has been part of the struggle. And then honestly, it's been a matter of allowing teams to get on the offensive glass and get opportunities for and ones and getting offensive boards resulting in second chance points.
Yeah, you talk about 2 key things here for that Braves team. You know, offensively, it's a team that's used to scoring, you know, and when the bucket's not going, sometimes that may play with them mentally, but they have to get back to running their sets. They run great stuff. They have to get back to sharing the basketball. When they share the basketball, great shots leads to great scores, and that's what they need. They need easy buckets right now, and the three-point ball needs to fall. I mean, it's a team that relies on the three-point shot. They got three-point shooters all around the floor. They can't settle, but they gotta make sure that they do knock them down when they get a chance. And then you talked about the rebound, and a team that doesn't have a bunch of size this year, they have to control the glass, led there by Hull, but Jaquan and Perry, guards that can guard and rebound extremely well. And don't forget about Andre Jackson that can do a lot of things for you on both ends of the floor. So Braves got to come out and just play basketball. They're a good team, just not playing well right now.
Bethel, who is ranked number 25 in the nation, sit at 6-4, 2-3. They are on that 2-game losing streak after losing to McPherson on Monday, 59-58, a game in which they had a 16-point lead, and then losing to number 9 Oklahoma Wesleyan 75-73 on Thursday. Bruce, and they're also having their struggle scoring this year, just 77.4 per game. They're 9th in the conference at field goal percentage at 42%, 6th in three-point shooting, and really struggle from the foul line is they should have really been able to close out McPherson on Monday night, but shooting just 67% from the foul line for a team that last year it felt like they could score 90 to 100 on every night.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's weird to see two teams that have great leadership back, great players back to struggle, offensively and defensively, and be in the middle of the pack right now in the KCAC. So, but right now tonight, I think people throw out the records and you see who's gonna come out and ball and and do the little things to win here in Wilson Fieldhouse here tonight.
150th meeting between OU and BC. Braves lead the series 94-55. They did snap a two-game losing streak last year on February 21st in Wilson Fieldhouse as they won 92-91 over then number 18 Bethel. Threshers won their game at their place on December 5th. That was only Ottawa's second game coming out of that 31-day quarantine. They won that 90-78. First meeting between these two was in North Newton in 1924, a game Bethel won 42-21. Braves have won 8 straight at home against Bethel. Last time these two teams played, two times these two teams played, and Bethel came in with the win was in 2013, an 89-87 win. But going back to last year, Bruce, a 92-91 win with a Perry Carroll putback at the buzzer, where Ottawa shot 44% from the floor, 33% from deep, 82% from the foul line. But Ottawa was able to get on the fast break, 18-15, and had an edge in turnovers, forcing 16, only committing 14. And then where you have to win the battle against Bethel because they have Jalen Scott. When you have opportunities in the paint, you got to finish, and they were +8 in that category.
Yeah, that's just a great basketball game. You talk about Perry Carroll putback, but I think whatever team had the ball last, we're probably going to win that ball game. Luckily, it was the Braves, and I'm sure both teams remember that, and it's about game time.
We'll go ahead and wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, number 25, Bethel, and your Ottawa University Braves tip it up in KCAC action. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Today's diamonds were created millions of years ago, hundreds of miles underground, as a result of crushing pressure and immense heat. And they're beautiful. But the trend today isn't the age-old rock. It's the lab-grown diamond. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton from Sutton's Jewelry. We are now carrying many beautiful styles of the lab-grown diamond, and they're beautiful. Plus, they leave a smaller footprint on the environment. Lab-grown diamonds, affordable, sparkling, and ready for you to see at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS.
Inside Wilson Fieldhouse, as we'll get the starting lineups for the visitors from North Newton. Drescher 6-4, 2-3 in the KCAC. They're ranked 25th in the country. At guard number 3, Tavon Flowers, the 5'9" senior from New York, New York. At guard number 13, Clifford Bird, the second, the 6'1" senior from Memphis, Texas. At 4, number 25, Jalen Scott, the 6'5" senior from Allen, Texas. At guard will be number 30, Bryant Mockabee, the 6'5" senior from Goddard, the transfer from Division I Northern Kentucky. And at center number 42, Adam Garu, the 6'8" senior from Niamey, Nigeria, transfer from Murray State College. Jalen Scott, KCAC Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year last year, preseason All-KCAC, along with Clifford Bird, a second-team selection in 2020 and 2021. They're coached by Jason Artez in his fourth season. He's 64 and 36. Assistant coach Cody Kapp and Ryan Loafing. For Ottawa, back to their normal starting five. At guard number 0, Jaquan Daniels, the 6'4 senior from Columbus, Georgia. At guard number 1, Perry Carroll, the 5'11 senior from Ottawa, Kansas. At guard number 3, Ian Moore, the 6'2 junior from Lamar, Missouri. At forward number 5, Andre Jackson, the 6'3 senior from Turner. And at forward number 11, Tristan Hull, the 6'7 senior from KCK. Braves are coached by Aaron Siebenthal. 7th season, he's 110 and 79. Associate head coach Phil McClintock, assistant coach Jamie Badish. And Bruce, Ottawa's got to get off to a better start. Has been the big issue in all three of the losses. They've let the other team dictate the pace and get out on a really good start, especially in this building where Ottawa is 41-8 over the last 3 years.
Yeah, that has been a trend by this Braves team, is just getting off to slow start. So hopefully they get big ones here tonight.
And it will be Tristan Hull to tip it up with Jalen Scott, or make that Adam Garou, and it'll be tipped to Perry Carroll as Ottawa gets the first possession, going from right to left. Daniels right wing, he'll attack, picks up his dribble. Ian Moore open for 3 on the wing, no. Long rebound though to Jaquan Daniels, and Braves will get a second chance at it. And it'll be Tristan Hull between the circles. Ian Moore did have 12 in the loss to Bethany on Thursday. They're gonna have Tavon Flowers guard him. In the right corner, Tristan Hull. Hull looks to attack on Garou. He'll step through, leave it with Daniels. Right-hand layup goes.
Great start there by the Braves to get Daniels started here early.
Flowers right wing for Clifford Bird. Bird with the pick and roll with Garou. Right wing for Scott. And falling down is Garou, and Tristan Hull takes it away. He'll go the other way. He'll look to the left wing. He'll attack on Garou. Jump up, pull up, good. For Tristan Hull, and it's a 4-0 OU lead.
The Braves have come to play tonight.
Flowers right side for Jalen Scott. Out to Maccabee. He'll have a size advantage on Ian Moore. Basically on any time he wants it, he'll have a size advantage. And it'll be the tough task for Andre Jackson to deal with this guy on the ball, Jalen Scott. Bird in the lane. He'll bring it back out to the wing with 7 on the shot clock. It's going to go pick and roll with Garou. Inside Bird, steps up, floater long, and the rebound tips out to midcourt, and that's going to be a shot clock violation as it didn't draw rim. And that lost Oklahoma Wesleyan Bruce Jalen Scott's line. 8 points, 22 rebounds, 14 assists, 3 blocks, and 4 steals. You play pickup on 2K, you don't have numbers like that.
No, although he didn't score a bunch, he found a way to make an impact on the game.
Braves lead 4-0. 18-10 to go first half. Andre Jackson switches sides of the floor to Ian Moore, and it's a turnover, but he gets it right back. It goes off the foot of Daniels. He'll track it down in the left corner. Daniels attacks, kicks it out to Andre Jackson. He'll go baseline, gets Garou off his feet, kicks it out to Ian Moore for 3. Yes. And they're going to say a shot clock violation. I thought Ian Moore got that off in plenty of time.
I would agree with you there. I thought that he was in his shooting motion and let it go before the shot clock went off. Officials think differently.
First turnover on OU. Maccabee goes baseline. Ottawa going to try and double team. They'll have to bring it back up top to Scott. Left side of the floor. Jalen has Bird all alone. Ottawa forgot about him. Open 3, good. And you just can't allow Clifford Bird to get going. Even though he's had his struggles offensively, just 25% on the year from 3. He's a guy that makes big buckets in big games.
Yeah.
And Ottawa throws it away. Tristan Hull was looking for Daniels. And just like that, back-to-back turnovers, and Bethel with a chance to take the lead. Four 3 score line for OU. Flowers just going to walk it across the timeline for the Threshers. Go in the corner. They'll bring it back up top to Flowers. Flowers attacking on Tristan Hull. They'll kick it out. Open 3 again for Bird. Off the front rim. Rebound by Tristan Hull. Braves want to go quickly. Andre Jackson in transition. Works on Jalen Scott. Up and under. Left-hand layup's going to go for Dre.
That's great there. Great offensive possession there by Jackson to go straight at Scott.
3 minutes into the first half. Ottawa up 6-3 on number 25, Bethel. Scott, right wing. They're looking to post up Garou. He'll have it at the free throw line. Backs in on Andre Jackson. He'll kick it out baseline. driving his Flowers in the lane. He runs into Carroll. Step back for Flowers. Good. That's a tough shot, fading away from 10.
Flowers, this is a solid guard. I love this matchup between him and Carroll.
Carroll just beats Bethel down the floor and lays it in with the right hand. Back to a 3-point lead for OU. 16-20 to go in the first half. Jalen Scott on the wing. Maccabee left corner. And Ian Moore will be called for the hand check.
Yeah.
Subs will come in for both teams as Jackson Mallory for OU, the 6'2 senior from Lawrence, checks in. For Bethel, it will be number 23, Jalen Todd, the 6'5 sophomore from Deer Creek, Oklahoma. Bethel with possession. That's the first team foul on either team. Scott drives in the lane, turnaround left-hand hook is good as he was backing in on Jackson Mallory, and Ottawa's lead down to 1, 8-7. Tristan Hull will have Todd on him. Great move by Tristan. Up and under layup goes, and that's exactly what they want to see from Tristan Hull, and a timeout quickly called by Bethel as Ottawa leads 10-7 with 15:50 remaining in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout. Listen to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The Advent Health Specialty Care Pediatric Team is making it easy to protect your family from COVID-19. Appointments are available every Wednesday from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon for ages 5 and up. Call 785-229-8891 to schedule a vaccination appointment. Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
15:50 to go first half. Ottawa leads Bethel 10-7 inside Wilson Fieldhouse at Andy Carrier Court. Clifford Bird goes pick and roll. I'll go right wing out to Maccabee. That's just too easy. Right hand layup goes as he got right by Ian Moore. 10-9 the score. And here's Perry Carroll up and under. Layup goes. He went through the contact from Todd. His team's trade buckets for the third straight possession. Bird, as they're going to have Carroll try and stay on him. Back up top, Maccabee. As he'll work on Ian Moore. Maccabee slips, gets his own loose ball, and it's going to be knocked out. Picked up by Carroll. He falls out of bounds. Has to throw it back in. Bethel goes the other way, as that's going to be Jordan Neely who gets the steal, the senior from Allen. In the corner, they'll go to Maccabee. Back up top to Scott with 18 on the shot clock. Pick and roll. Scott to the free throw line. In the corner, they'll go Neely for 3 long, and the rebound to Jaquan Daniels. Vaughn looking right side. He'll work out to the wing. Now to Tristan Hull between the circles. They'll go in the corner to Ian Moore. Back to Mallory on the wing. We'll have Neely on him. Hull hands it off to Carroll. Perry to the block. He'll back in on Bird. Turnaround for Perry. Long, and the rebound to Maccabee. And here come the Threshers the other way. Bird asking for a screen. He'll get one from Todd. Works in the paint all the way inside. Shot's no good, but he's fouled. And free throws for Clifford Bird the second as Hull commits his first.
Yeah. Great take there. But Bird is coming out playing with a lot of confidence. Like you said, sometimes struggles offensively, but playing with tons of confidence there. Hull got caught in the air, really needs to contest without fouling when those guards are a little bit out of control.
Clifford Bird, the second, 12 points, 4 boards per game, 63% free throw shooter. He'll miss the first one. It's a Bethel team, Bruce, a year ago, the KCAC regular season and postseason champs, won the opening first and second rounds in Wichita, wins over Voorhees and Northwestern College, and then had to play the eventual national champ, Shawnee State, only losing by 10 to eventual national champ Shawnee State and EJ Onu, the national player of the year. Good things for the KCAC for sure, as both them and Oklahoma Wesleyan made it to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, KCAC basketball is just going in the right direction. Give credit to all the coaches out there working hard.
It'll be 1 of 2 for Bird. Ottawa will have possession, leading 12-10. And that pass, Joe was looking for Mason. It's tipped out of play as Elijah Mason comes into the game, the 6'4 freshman from Oklahoma City. He'll be joined by Ty Bland, number 13, the 6'5 junior from Auburn Hills, Michigan. And then Joe Johnson, the third, the senior from Waynesville, Missouri. So Mallory, the only player that stays on the floor. He'll shoot the three. He'll hit the three.
Yes. Bonus offense here for the Braves. Jackson Mallory is focused and ready to beat Bethel here one more time at home.
15-10 advantage for OU. Bird to the bucket. He'll kick it to Jalen Scott, and he can't touch that ball. He's got to let it go. Elijah Mason picks up the loose ball. He'll look to attack. Left side, Mallory up to Andre Jackson. Dre steps through in the lane. Bounce pass in the corner to Joe. Back out to Andre Jackson. Up top, Elijah Mason. They'll swing it over to Ty Bland. Bland takes Maccabee off the dribble through the contact. Shot's blocked, and it will go out of play off of Bethel. 14 on the shot clock for OU. They lead at 15-10. 13 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half. Mallory will inbound to the right of the OU bucket. They'll go to... And a foul will be called on Bethel. That goes on Jalen Todd.
Last option again.
Team foul number 2 on the Threshers. Oh, my apologies. That's just team foul number 1 as Todd picks up the first foul of the evening on Bethel.
I hit it for him, yeah.
Shot clock goes back to 20. Jackson's bounce pass to Mason between the circles. Elijah, bounce pass down to Ty Bland as he works on Neely. Ty, shots well short, and the rebound out to Bethel. Bird with Johnson on him, works right side for Jalen Scott, finds Maccabee. He'll drive, brings it back out to the wing. Bryant Maccabee. Right side for Jordan Neely. He'll drive baseline. Bounce pass inside Jalen Scott. They'll kick it left side. Maccabee for a three, fading away. Is going to be short. And the long rebound saved by Elijah Mason for OU. And Ty Bland looks to attack in the corner. Kicks it out Mallory. Up top, Elijah Mason straightaway three. Short. And the rebound to Bethel. Scott, right side, Jordan Neely for three. Good. And you just, doesn't matter who it is on the floor. You got to close out. On the other end, Joe Johnson left for a three. Bang! Big triple for Joe. And just like that, Ottawa responds to keep that 5-point lead.
That's great response there by the Braves. Didn't give Bethel the opportunity to set their defense. Joe Johnson for a three.
Bird inside, kicks it in the corner to Neely. He'll find Todd in the lane. Great pass. He'll find Maccabee left wing. Maccabee drives. Turnaround jumpers and air ball. And then after the play, a whistle and a foul called on Jackson Mallory.
Yeah.
And that sends Maccabee to the line for free throws.
Thought the officials missed the first foul on Jackson there and then got the second one. So
Maccabee's free throw is good. The 6'5" senior from Goddard, 11 points and 2 rebounds a game, shooting 78%. Best three-point shooter, or second best three-point shooter on this team at 40% on the year, behind Jordan Neely's 46. Maccabee's second is long, as checking in for Bethel is Harper Jonas, the 6'4" sophomore from Andover. 18-14, Ottawa leading Bethel. 11:45 to go first half. Braves will hand it off to Ty Bland as he works on Clifford Bird. Ball gets away from him. He'll track it back. Bland at the block, trying to spin, kicks it out to Johnson the third. He's got Neely on him. Joe turnaround, fading away is short. That's a really brutal shot there. They're going to go in the corner. Neely for three, short, and the rebound as Andre Jackson got hit in the face by Maccabee. Ottawa going to go the other way. Mallory spinning. Skips it in the corner to Johnson the third. To Ty on the wing for three. Yes! Another three for Ty Bland on the season. His first triple tonight, and Ottawa leads by 7.
Nice looking three. The bottom of the net did not touch the rim at all.
Jonas in the short corner for Scott. They're going to ISO him that side. Skip pass in the corner. Jonas wants a three on the wing. Short. Rebound to Andre Jackson. Dre sprinting into the front court. We're almost midway through our first half. Johnson the third with Jalen Scott on him. Loses the handle. Ball's on the deck. Joe gets it right back. He'll leave it with Mallory. Left wing to Bland. Pick set there by Jackson. As he spins baseline on Maccabee. He'll kick it in the corner to Dre. To Joe. To Elijah for three. It's long, and the rebound out to Bethel and Jordan Neely.
Yeah, great looks there by Mason both times.
And again, leaving Bird wide open for three. He'll can it.
It is playing well tonight.
Bird with 9, all from behind the three-point line, cuts Ottawa's lead to 4. You turn off defensively for 1 second, and a reach-in foul will be called on Bird. His first, team second. Carroll, Daniels, Moore, and Hull all back in. And staying on the floor is going to be Andre Jackson. Into the game for the first time tonight for Bethel will be number 15, Nick Bonner, the 6-foot sophomore from Derby. 5 points and 2 rebounds for him. Had 8 points against Oklahoma Wesleyan off the bench on Thursday night. Daniels, who goes inside to Tristan Hull. He's got Bonner on him. Tristan spinning in the lane, finds Jaquan. He tries to stay in bounds and does. Finds Tristan Hull. Tristan back up top. Daniels 4-3 on the wing. Yes, unselfish. Oh, they call it the 2. Excuse me. Foot on the line, but still. Nice pass from Tristan to give Daniels his first bucket. Jonas in the left corner. He'll drive on Tristan. Hull back in. Turnaround fadeaway. Short. Rebound by Jaquan. Braves by 6 with 9:28 remaining in the first half. Daniels to Hull at the free throw line. He'll slow it up. Leaves it with Andre Jackson. Dre, free throw line jumper. No, it's off the side rim. And a rebound for Bethel.
Looked like Jackson got hit on the wrist there. No call.
Scott asking for a screen. He'll get it. He'll leave it with Harper Jonas, and his three-pointer halfway down and out. Rebound by Daniels. 11 minutes into the first half. Braves up 23-17. And Daniels just going to hold it at the arrowhead between the circles. Dribbles between the legs. Right wing out to Carroll. In the corner, they'll go to Ian Moore. They'll lob it inside to Andre Jackson. And he'll work on Harper Jonas. Kick it out in the corner. Ian Moore for a triple. No. Rebound for Bethel. Ottawa's cooled off from the floor. They're now 10 of 17. Nick Bonner wants 3. No. And the rebound for OU is Daniels will pick that one up. Daniels up top to Perry Carroll as he goes by Scott. His shot's blocked. Got a lot of the body, too. They'll find Bird in transition out to the wing. Bird to Scott. Right side Jonas. Back to Scott. Open 3. He'll shoot it. It's off the mark. Rebound by Andre Jackson. Dre with Bonner on him. Dribbles behind the back. Attacks in the lane. He'll kick it out to Moore. In the corner. Open 3 for Daniels. No. Ottawa's missed 4 straight threes.
Yes, but all great looks. All great looks, great ball movement there, but Braves have to knock it down.
Ottawa is 3 of 8 from 3. Bethel 3 of 12. 23-17 OU, 7:45 to go first half. Bird, left side, Neely. Scott will come and get it. In the corner, they'll go to Bird. He'll go baseline. Braves will contest, and what a reverse layup from Clifford Bird the second as he's got 11. And it's down to a 4-point OU lead.
Yes, I think Bird has come to Wilson Fieldhouse ready to play.
And if you remember, he had the go-ahead bucket before Perry had the tip-in to win it last year. Off the glass, no from Perry. Rebound for Bethel. Braves have missed on their last 5 possessions. Nick Bonner for a 3. Good. Just like that, it's down to 1, and Ottawa's going to have to take a timeout. As Ottawa's 7-point lead is gone, they lead by 1, 23-22 with 7:03 remaining in the first half. It's a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Legends of Nashville, brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When he was 12, his brother gave him a guitar, and then he taught himself how to play, but led a difficult life before becoming known as the poet of the common man. Merle Haggard went on to define outlaw country.
Sing a little bit of these working man blues.
Legends of Nashville, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices, every day.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Welcome back. And one thing this team has really struggled with, Bruce, during this 3-game losing streak is giving up big runs. And right now, Steve's nipping it early, hopefully hoping to flip the momentum. We saw Bethany go on a 16-2 run on Thursday night. Avila went on an 8-0 run twice on Monday. Right now, this starting group, which is still trying to figure it out, has got to find a way to come up with buckets. And those open threes, you've got to can one or two of those.
Yeah, it's just open shots. You know, Braves definitely know their offense, and they execute it extremely well, but they have to find a way to make open shots.
Carroll to the left wing, finds Mallory left corner. Looking to post up to Hull. He's got Harper Jonas on him. They'll kick it out. Ian Moore for three again. Yes. Big three for Ian. As he hits his first three-pointer of the evening, he's 1 of 3.
Yes, great pass there by Tristan Hull to find Moore on the wing.
Flowers, he'll find Scott. The last 2 defensive player of the years in the KCAC on each other right now. As Daniels gets the rebound on the missed 3 from Flowers. Daniels will just keep it on the left wing up top to Tristan Hull. Hull with Guru on him. Guru. As Carroll will try and go pick and roll with Tristan, and now they'll just reset 15 on the shot clock for Perry. Perry to the left of the screen, little hesitation. Great pass inside to Tristan Hull. Layup's good. Took the contact from Guru and lays it in as Ottawa responds with a 5-0 run.
Yes, great read there by Carroll. He knows notice the ball screen switch. Tristan does a great job rolling to the basket.
Bonner inside, he's fouled, and free throws coming for him. I think Tristan Hull just picked up his second. And he did.
Yes.
Team foul number 4 on OU, second personal on Tristan Hull.
Now Hull has to be smart in those situations to contest without fouling. Anytime he brings those hands down, officials are going to hit him with a foul.
Bonner's free throw good. Harper Jonas will check out. Maccabee will come back in. So they're starting 5 on the floor, minus Jalen Scott, who gets a quick breather. Bonner makes both. And it's a 4-point OU lead, 28-24, 5 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the half. Daniels on the right wing. We'll just keep it on the wing. Gets a screen from Tristan Hull. Daniels will elevate. He shots blocked. Ball's loose. Picked up by Bethel. It's Flowers. Flowers in the lane. Bounce pass. Finds Clifford Bird. He'll kick it up top to Bonner. Right side Maccabee. To Flowers on the right wing. Goes baseline inside to Garreau. And we're going to have a jump ball as possession arrow will go to Bethel with 17 on the shot clock. Another area Ottawa gave up too many easy buckets off dead ball possessions, as Bethel had 3 of them where they just basically lobbed it into the post and laid it in.
Yeah.
Bethel's going to try and get a 3 out of this, as Hull was the one who deflected it into the Ottawa bench as he beat Flowers to the corner. Bethel to inbound, 13 on the shot clock, 5:15 to go first half. 28-24 OU lead. Bird pick and roll with Garreau. And Daniels is going to be called for the foul as Garreau was getting position inside. Daniels picks up his first, team foul number 6 on OU. With that team foul number 5. Mason will come in for Tristan Hull. They will inbound it to Garreau in the right short corner. Brings it all the way back up top, almost throws it into the backcourt, but Bird able to save it. Bird gonna lob it inside to Garreau. Ottawa tries to double team, and instead they get called for the foul.
Carroll.
Team foul number 6 on OU.
Ball goes on Mason.
Foul goes on Elijah Mason, his first. Sends Adam Garreau to the free throw line. 52% on the year for the 6'8" senior from Nigeria. His first is up and good. Bethel 8 of 20 from the field, but have made 4 threes as they're 4 of 14. Free throw good for Garreau. Ottawa leads by 2, 28-26, 4:54 to go in the half. Carroll, right wing, they're going to have Bonner on him. An interesting matchup as Bonner has a little bit more size. Left wing, Mallory for 3 in rhythm. Yes, that's the second triple for Jack. And Ottawa's taking a 5-point advantage.
Yes, huge hit again by Jackson. Senior noticing that the Braves needed a bucket.
And they're going to call an offensive foul on Garreau. He picks up his first personal, 3rd team foul on Bethel in the half.
Yeah,
but I like the ability of Jackson Mallory to pull the trigger there. Scott and Neely come back in for Flowers and Garreau. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the half. Ottawa up 31-26 on Bethel. We'll find Mason at the right elbow. Still has it faced up. And then a reach-in foul will be called on Jalen Scott. He's going to pick up his first personal. He tried to knock the ball out of Elijah Mason's hand.
Wow. Good job by the Braves to stay strong with the basketball there. Scott, one of the best defenders in the conference, gets a cheap one.
Inbound for Ottawa. We'll go to Carroll right wing. Double screen at the point. He'll pick it up. He's in trouble. Has to go to Ian Moore now. Right back to Perry as he stands on the O and the OU logo. Pick and roll with Elijah Mason. Perry with 3 on the shot clock. Has to step through. Finger roll goes to beat the shot clock as he got Bonner leaning the other way.
Well, that's just great, smart move there by the senior guard, Carroll.
33-26 OU. Clifford Bird slips. Ball is loose. Scott comes away with it. They're going to have Mason switch and stay with Jalen Scott. Goes to the wing to Neely. In the corner to Bonner. Bonner goes baseline, and then he stepped out of bounds. Jalen Todd will come in for Bonner. Carroll will check out. Ty Bland will come in. So Mallory, Daniels, Bland, Elijah Mason, and Ian Moore on the floor for OU with 3:30 to go in the first half. Backdoor cut. They were looking for Ian Moore, and then they'll call a foul as Moore was cutting baseline. We'll see who that's called on. Does that go on Neely? It does go on Neely, his first, team's 5th. Mallory will inbound with 21 on the shot clock to the left of the OU bucket. They'll go to Daniels in the short corner. Ball poked away, but he tracks it down in the corner as he works on Clifford Bird. Spins baseline, step back jumper for Daniels is good from 18. That is so tough to defend as Ottawa goes up 9, 35-26. Bird to Mockabee, right side Scott. Bland is going to guard Jalen Scott out to Mockabee. He'll drive baseline on Ty. Braves will double team. They have to kick it out to Scott, right wing. Scott in the corner. Mockabee for 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Daniels. Daniels for 3. Pulls up straight away. Just halfway down and out. Rebound to Todd for Bethel. Bird to the elbow. Backs in. Jump stop. Goes back out to Scott. He's got a mismatch on Mallory with the size. Jumper no good. Daniels goes up and gets a really tough defensive rebound.
Jaquan's doing a great job of controlling the boards this evening.
35-26 Braves, 2:23 to go in the first half. Mallory to Mason at the point. Gonna hand it off to Ty. Ty for 3 straight away is gonna go. Thought it might pop out, but it stays down and Ottawa's lead balloons to 12. 38-26 OU, 2:04 remaining in the half, and a timeout called by Bethel. The Braves have their largest lead of the game of 38-26. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. We provide excellent service because we are meticulous in taking care of details. Our staff knows how important it is to the families. Dengel & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Carol Morgan came to Arvest Bank needing to get a loan. Let's hear what happens.
So Carol, good news. You're approved for this loan and at this interest rate.
Yay, that's great.
You also mentioned you have some credit card debt. Would you be interested in rolling that into this loan so you're paying off that credit card at this same rate?
Really?
Yep, then it's all just one payment instead of 2.
Wow, that's
helpful?
Very helpful.
Personal loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Braves lead 38-26. Timeout called by Bethel after the 10-1 Ottawa run, which included 2 3-pointers there, Bruce. Ty Bland got him 1. And then a tough 20-footer fading away from Jaquan Daniels.
Yeah, 2 big hits offensively for the Braves. I want to talk about Jaquan Daniels rebounding-wise. I mean, he's controlling the boards, leading the Braves with 8 rebounds right now. The man's just playing with a lot of energy here defensively, and that's huge. to get Braves those extra offensive possessions to give them that lead here.
Ottawa with 5 players with 6 points. Daniels, Carroll, Hull, Bland, and Mallory all with 6. Clifford Bird still leading scorer for Bethel with 11. Nick Bonner with 5. Out of the timeout, they'll inbound on the far side as they're going to go in the backcourt to Jalen Scott. 2-minute mark of the first half, Ottawa up 12. Scott, right wing, out to Neely. Now back to Scott at the point. Back to Neely on the right wing. He'll take the 3. Halfway down, swirls out. Rebound by Bland. 1:42 to go in the half. 38-26 OU. Perry to Bland, left wing. He'll have Bird on him. Bland goes baseline, pulls up, jumper, rattles in for Ty Bland from 12 feet. And Ottawa up 14. Bird, right corner to Todd. Back to Bird. We'll work to the left side of the floor with Jalen Scott. He'll attack, floater off the glass, good, and nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
It's just a tough shot. Andre Jackson between the circles, and then Bland gets pushed as he was going back door. Jalen Todd gave him a nice shove to the chest. And a timeout called by Ottawa, just a 30-second. We'll go ahead and keep it here at 1 minute and 7 seconds. Steves wants to chat with the officials after that one. But Ottawa is always one of those teams that's looking for a backdoor cut if they can. They've been called twice on that exact same play for a push. Ottawa can't get one there, so a turnover. At this point, Ottawa's held Jalen Scott to just 2 points to go along with 2 boards and 4 assists. But Clifford Bird with 11 right now, Bruce.
Yeah, the Braves are doing a great job on Scott. Andre Jackson, Jaquan Daniels, both taking their turn on him this evening and doing a great job of containing him. But Bird has responded here for Bethel and leading them with the 11 points. So great job defensively thus far here by the Braves.
1 minute and 7 seconds remain in the half. Ottawa up 12, 40-28. Bird off the screen, attacks to the block. In the lane, backing in on Mallory. He'll look to score off the glass and does with the left hand. Cut the lead to 10. 50 seconds to go first half. Andre Jackson. Out to Bland. 3-pointer from Ty on the way. Yes! Another triple for Ty Bland, who's got 11. Clifford Bird in the lane, kicks it out up top. Jalen Todd for 3. No, off the front rim. Defensive board by Andre Jackson. Ottawa can hold for the final shot. Up 43-30. Ottawa's got to work quickly, though, to get across the timeline, and Bland will. 14 seconds to go in the half. They'll go up top to Carroll. Going to go with a double screen here for Perry. He'll use the one to the left. Perry looking to drive. 4 seconds left in the half. Finds Johnson the third. Joe, 2 seconds. Floats off the glass. No. Tip-in's no good. But the Braves take a 13-point lead into the half. 43-30 over number 25, Bethel College. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Have you received an email, call, or text about winning a sweepstakes you didn't enter? Don't fall victim to the latest scams. Hi, this is Shelby from Kansas State Bank, encouraging you to protect yourself against these unsolicited attempts to take your money. Contact your financial institution immediately to protect your account if you feel you've been targeted. A reminder from Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Braves lead at the half, 43-30 over Bethel inside Wilson Fieldhouse. As the Ottawa bench coming up clutch here in that first half, Bruce, as they outscore Bethel 20-8. Ottawa led 10-7 with 15:50 to go in the first half, causing a Bethel timeout. Braves started 5 of 6 from the floor, but Bethel able to cut it down to 1 as they went on a 5-0 run. Timeout called by Ottawa with 7:03 remaining in the first, as it was 23-22. But Ottawa goes on a 10-1 run to get it down to the 2:03 mark. They led 38-26 after a tied land 3. And at the half, they lead 43-30. Ottawa led by as many as 14 in that first half, Bruce. And talk about the bench points in favor of Ottawa, 20-8. Big concern for this team over the last 3 games has been rebounding. They lead in the rebounding category 18-14. And secondly, assists. Ottawa finished with just 12 assists against Bethany on Thursday. They've got 10 so far tonight.
Yeah, and those are things that we talked about in the pregame was, offensively, the Braves have to share the basketball. When they do that, they have found some great success offensively. Basketball is moving, and the points are falling, but the bench points are huge. And it's been 3-pointers, coming off the bench with Ty Bland and Jackson Mallory, and that is just a great sign to see. Definitely when Jackson Mallory is able to get down 2 for 2 when he's not one of your top 3-point threats.
Ottawa was 7 of 13 from 3, 18 of 33 from the floor overall. That's 54%. Did not go to the free throw line in the first half for Bethel. They're 10 of 26 at 38%. 4 of 17 from 3 and 6 of 8 from the foul line. Neither team has really turned the ball over a whole lot, Bruce. Only 5 turnovers for Bethel, 4 for OU. Neither team really taking advantage on that end otherwise, but Ottawa has been solid enough for when Bethel has missed shots. They've only given up just 1 offensive rebound. Steals in favor of Ottawa 2-1, and points in the paint, a big one right now, 12-4 in favor of OU. We'll take a break, as when we come back, we will look at scores from around the KCAC. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
43-30 in favor of Ottawa as they lead number 25 Bethel at half. Looking at scores on the women's side, already a potential upset brewing in Hillsboro. Tabor up on Kansas Wesleyan, who just beat number 8 Sterling on Thursday, as the Blue Jays lead the Coyotes 30-16. As we scroll to some other scores, Oklahoma Wesleyan wins at home over Friends 67-45. Ottawa defeats Bethel here in our game 1 of our doubleheader, 72-51. Bethany goes down to Winfield and defeats Southwestern 58-49. And McPherson over York 77-66. We'll try and get that final score from the Avila game, as Sterling does defeat Avila 94-84. So that puts Sterling back up at the top of the conference there, Bruce, as even with that loss on Thursday, able to bounce back against a really good Avila team that we saw last week.
Yeah, it's going to be one game at a time. When you have 6 teams that coming into this afternoon with 1 loss at the top of the KCAC, those one games are going to make a huge difference. So good job for Sterling with bouncing back there at home.
Only a couple games in action on the men's side. Southwestern all over Bethany with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 37-19 in favor of the Builders. And then we did have a forfeit today. McPherson gets the win over York due to forfeit. And we'll see if we can get a score from that Avila-Sterling game. Avila gets the win over Sterling 64-59. So I believe that's all the men's action we have right now. Continue to check throughout most of the second half. Right now at the top of the KCAC sits Oklahoma Wesleyan, Bruce, as they're 6-0, 12-0 in conference. They sit at number 9 in the country. They will play Friends at 7 o'clock. But coming away with a big win on the road at Bethel Thursday. The Braves won't actually see Oklahoma Wesleyan until after Christmas. So the first time they'll match up is January 5th here inside Wilson Fieldhouse.
And I bet you Coach Stevens is happy about that. So most of the time, he's going to see them before Christmas, and he'll get a little break and get a little time to prepare for them. I have not had a chance to watch them, on live stream yet. So they must be playing pretty well.
Well, the big thing this year is that they have Talton Jr., who is a freshman point guard out of Fort Worth, who's in that first group. And to be honest with you, watching them play, and I don't know if I should even put this on the air, but their second group seems like the better group. Has all the three-point shooters, Dylan Phillips in that group. But they only have Jaden Litsky as their one real big man, and he has really, really stepped up for them as a sophomore, COVID freshman. But they can go 14, 15 deep now, where last year it was kind of stuck at the 2 when they needed to alternate. So if they do get into any type of foul trouble, they can just throw another body out there, and right now they're just super deep.
Well, that's the style they play. They usually let that 5 in, 5 out, and now they got, sounds like they got 3 or 4 more kids to rotate. So, they're going to be a tough team to beat, and it's going to take a great night thus far to knock them off.
We'll go ahead and take an extended break. When we come back, we'll look at individual stats from the first half. You've been listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
At a time of loss, you're already dealing with grief. The cost of a funeral service shouldn't add to it. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, providing affordable services for everyone. Find out more by visiting lamb-roberts.com.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
O'Reilly.
This is Claudia's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
I had just moved to a new city and barely even knew where the grocery store was yet. When my car wouldn't start one morning, I didn't know who to ask about local shops. But I remembered a name from back home, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I called and they pointed me to a great mechanic just down the street. Now, I feel a little more at home.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
This week, NFL players are wearing customized cleats in honor of the causes they support through My Cause, My Cleats. Discover their stories and make their cleats yours. Text MCMC to 635-635 to hear the players' stories, bid on their custom cleats for charity, and learn more about how they're making a difference in their communities. Tune in to this week's games to see their cleats in action on the field. It takes all of us to be part of a movement for the greater good.
DoorDash celebrates National Cookie Day. Our research shows hard cookie-like wafers have existed for as long as baking. Created because they traveled well, cookies weren't sweet until 7th century AD Persia, when sugar became common. Cookies arrived in America in the 17th century and continue to be loved by all. Celebrate National Cookie Day today and order your favorite cookies from DoorDash. Ordering from DoorDash more than twice a month? Then it's time to sign up for the DoorDash Dash Pass, the easiest way to save money on what you're already ordering. With a Dash Pass membership, you can enjoy unlimited $0 delivery fees from thousands of restaurants, grocery, and convenience stores. You can even order flowers and pet supplies from DoorDash while enjoying that $0 delivery fee. With just 2 orders on average, Dash Pass pays for itself. Sign up for the DoorDash Dash Pass and try it for free for 30 days. When you've got 0 delivery fees, you're free to get more. DoorDash. Get more from your neighborhood.
Hear that? That's the sound of a man guarding his home around the clock. Because he has 24/7 professional monitoring from Simply Safe Home Security. With 24/7 professional monitoring, Simply Safe keeps watch night and day. If there's trouble, Simply Safe alerts them and will dispatch emergency help when needed. Protect your home and your sleep. Take 40% off a new system at simplysafe.com today.
I'm Micah Fink, a veteran, a former Navy SEAL, and I'm with Boot Barn to talk about the power of being present. I think like this holiday season, if the whole country could get together and say, you know what, we're gonna all turn our phones off. We're gonna get really present and we're gonna spend time and we're gonna connect. I think 2 weeks after the holiday's over, the world would be a different place. And that's because people would be changing themselves, and by changing yourselves, you change the world. Boot Barn, share the West.
I'm Serena Williams. You watch me live on TV.
And I'm the girl from that alien movie you watch on demand. Our worlds have been brought together thanks to DirecTV Stream.
Why are you whispering?
Because the alien will hear us.
Maybe let the alien know you can get DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
He seems pretty excited by that, actually.
Introducing DirecTV Stream, the best of live TV and on demand with no annual contract. Get your TV together at directv.com.
Requires high-speed internet and compatible device. Content varies by package and location. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Chrissy, it's Leo. We're gonna need some backup on Friday night, okay?
Leo's Limos needs to say I do to 4 commercial drivers.
You booked another wedding on Saturday?
Before wedding season.
No, I'll make it work.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. As we look at those first half individual stats for the Threshers, it was Clifford Bird the second, 13 points for him. Nick Bonner came off the bench, gave the Threshers a really nice boost off the bench. He scored 5. That was when they cut it to 23-22 with 7 minutes remaining in the first. Jordan Neely has 3 points. He's 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Bryant Mockabee has 3 points as he's 1 of 4 from the field and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Tavon Flowers with 2. Jalen Scott with 2, but he also had 2 rebounds and 4 assists. Adam Garou with 2, as Jalen Todd and Harper Jonas did not score in that first half. Ty Bland, leading scorer for OU with 11, as he was the leading scorer on 4 of 6, shooting 3 of 3 from 3, and ended up with 1 rebound. Jaquan Daniels, 6 points, 8 boards for him. Perry Carroll, 6 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. Tristan Hull, 6 points, a rebound, and 3 assists. Jackson Mallory, 6 points to go along with 1 assist. Ian Moore, Joe Johnson III, both with 3, and Andre Jackson with 2 points and 5 rebounds. As we are just about set for the second half, Braves go from left to right on the radio dial. It'll be Tristan Hull to inbound, as it'll be the starters. Daniels, Carroll, Moore, Jackson, and Hull for Bethel. Flowers, Bird, Scott, Mockabee, and Garou. Quickly right wing, Daniels looks to attack, gets in the lane, bounce pass out to Ian Moore for 3 on the wing. Yes! That's the second one, Bruce, that looks like it's going to pop out. Ty had 1, and now Ian gets 1. Great start to the second half for OU as they go up by 16.
Well, huge start there by the Braves. Great pass there by Daniels.
And Daniels, I thought he was going to be called for a foul, hit the ball away from Scott, but he tracks it down. Scott drives on Tristan Hull into the body and a late whistle. And for Tristan Hull, he picks up the 3rd foul.
Yeah, tough call there. Good body control by Scott. Again, Tristan Hull drawing some bad fouls. All 3 fouls have been tough calls for Tristan, but that one may be the worst one.
Good sign, though, for Thresher fans, is that's the first time we've really seen Jalen Scott try and get to the rim. He settled for some outside shots. He had 1 turnaround that did go in the first half, but other than that, he's a guy that will go to the free throw line all night if you let him.
Yeah.
And no issue stepping to the free throw line, as there's going to be a lane violation on Bethel, so the free throw, even though it was off, Ottawa will take possession, leading 46-31. Bethel tonight is 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Ottawa has yet to attempt one as Carroll works to the right wing, finds Andre Jackson. He'll look to drive on Garreau. Reverse layup comes up short from Dre as Garreau able to contest at the rim. Mockabee with the board. Flowers. Carroll on him. They'll go left wing to Bird. Bounce pass to Garreau. Garreau in the lane. Steps through. Off the glass. Scores. He hits the deck hard. Ottawa going to try and go quick to take advantage. They'll find Ty Bland in the right corner. They'll come back up to Andre Jackson. Dre for three. No. Rebound by Jalen Scott as Bethel's cut it to 13. Long pass the other way to Garreau. Goes through his hands. It's knocked out by Andre Jackson. As Bland comes in for Tristan Hull, Ottawa's going to go very small here, Bruce.
Yeah. Good recovery there by Jackson, but great decisions for him to look to score on the offensive end. He's got to take Garreau off the dribble.
Bird in the lane. He'll pivot and work back to Jalen Scott at midcourt. Ottawa going to switch. Scott drives on Bland, and he gets pushed right there, and a basket is no good, but a whistle and a foul called on Ottawa. Already the second team foul. For Bland, Daniel, they calling on him. His second, team second. Back to the line goes Jalen Scott. Free throw for him, good.
I think Scott has made the decision that he's not going to settle, for outside jumpers here in this third quarter.
Well, they took 17 threes in that first half, which is uncharacteristic for this group. Second free throw off the mark. As he goes 1 of 2. 46-34 OU, but Bethel has scored 4 straight after Ottawa hit a 3 to start the second half. Carroll with Bird on him. That shot is blocked, and out go the Threshers the other way, 3 on 2. But Flowers picks up the loose ball, picks it out to Mockabee for 3, good. As I thought they would call double dribble there on Flowers after he picked up the dribble.
Yeah.
Carroll left wing, goes to Andre Jackson. 7-0 run for Bethel. Moore. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Ian Moore for the push-off. Turnover on OU. Second foul on Ian Moore as Ottawa leads by 9, Bethel's getting right back into it, as you would expect. Bird, right side Scott. They'll lob it down low to Garreau. He spins in the lane, works through the contact. He's going to be called for the travel as he shuffled his feet.
Great job there defensively by the Braves just to stay their ground, to draw the travel on Garreau.
17 minutes, 39 seconds to go. Bland works on Mockabee, and they're going to call a charge on Ty as he put the shoulder into Mockabee. 4th team foul already on OU. We haven't even played 2.5 in our second half.
Yeah. Both sides need to settle down here. They're letting officials get to them.
We saw Ottawa lose their cool on Thursday. Got 2 technicals against Bethany, which in the end, that really cost them. Garreau off the glass, comes up short. Rebound by Ty. Here goes Ottawa the other way with Perry Carroll. Perry on Flowers, and that's going to be a blocking foul. And free throws upcoming for Perry. And if they go back and look at that, Bruce, that was very close to that ball coming back down. Could have been goaltending. And Perry to the free throw line to shoot Ottawa's first free throws of the evening. As the senior from Ottawa steps to the free throw line, his first one is good. Perry shooting 85% from the free throw line. He was 4 of 6 on the foul line from against Bethany, where he scored 18 points to lead OU in scoring. Came off the bench for the first time this year, both him and Jaquan Daniels. That might have been the first time in Daniels' career that he came off the bench. So tonight they're back into the starting lineup. Both free throws good for Perry. Ottawa 48, Bethel 37. 17-10 to go in the second half. Carroll will guard Flowers. They'll leave it with Clifford Bird the second. Leave it with Scott. Lob it inside to Garreau. Garreau in the lane, has it stripped. Ball's loose. Carroll takes it away. Ottawa 3-on-1. They leave it with Daniels. Right-hand layup, no. Rebound for Bethel as they can get out in transition. Flowers in the corner to Maccabee for a three on the wing. Good. 48-40 OU. Maccabee's hit it's his third three, or make it his second three of the second half. Good. He's got 9 overall. Perry has it knocked out of play by Bird. So it's an 8-point OU lead. Carroll to inbound for OU. They'll go into the short corner to Andre Jackson as that ball went off the leg of Carroll. And a turnover on Ottawa. And you feel that momentum starting to shift in favor of the Threshers. And a lot of that because of the three-point shooting of Bryant Maccabee. Started 0 of 3 from 3. He's hit his last 2, and both of them, neither of them have touched anything but the net.
You're exactly right. And the Braves have got to watch missed layups. This layup sometimes turns into made threes.
They'll go to Maccabee left side, back to Flowers. Hesitation there from him. He'll step into a 20-footer long, and the rebound to Jackson Mallory. Bland, right side Mallory. Jackson will come and get it between the circles. He'll drive on Garreau. Step back for Dre. Good. That's a tough shot. I think Garreau might have come down on his foot too after the play, and it's a lot of man to come down on you there. Bird, right side Scott, as again they're trying to force it down to Garreau, have it on the right block. Dre doing everything he can to stay on the big man. 6'9" floater, good. No hesitation from Ty. He'll slow it up, kick it out to Andre Jackson. He gets by Garreau, gets in, kicks it out to Ty. Open three for Ty. No. Offensive rebound by Andre Jackson. He's undercut by Tavon Flowers. And that'll be a foul on Flowers. Tavon, he picks up his second team foul, number 2 on Bethel. Moore will come out. Joe Johnson III will come in. Jalen Todd will come in for Bethel as Garreau takes a seat. Braves kick it in the corner to Joe Johnson III. Joe in the lane, steps through, loses the handle. Jackson gets the ball back, though, for OU with 20 on the shot clock. As they'll go to Joe Johnson III on the wing. Ottawa going to reset. 13 on the shot clock for the Braves, leading by 8. Mallory by a defender. Finds Andre Jackson streaking inside. Right-hand layup goes for Dre. He's got 6 to go along with 6 boards. Ottawa's lead at 10, 52-42. Flowers drives on Mallory through the contact, and Mallory blocks it out of play. It'll stay with Bethel. Neely comes in for the Threshers. Into the game for OU, Perry Carroll, as Jackson will get a breather. Bethel inbound to the left of their basket, 20 on the shot clock, 14:55 remaining in the game. They'll go to Todd in the right short corner. Hands it off to Bird. And Joe almost gets a big steal. As they switch, they realize they had the mismatch. Probably should have thrown the lob instead, as Todd probably would have thrown that one down. But a smart play by Joe. 13 on the shot clock. They'll go to Todd. Now back to Jalen Scott. Ottawa not going to switch there as Daniel's able to come back and try and stay with Jalen Scott. Kick it in the corner. Bird on Maccabee. He'll drive in the lane. Finger roll off the glass. No. Great job by Mallory to go straight up. And a rebound for OU. Bland. Right wing for Carroll. In the corner, they'll go Johnson third. And a whistle and a foul will be called on Bethel as that goes, I believe, on Jalen Todd. It will.
Yep.
Team foul number 3 on the Threshers, his second, and we'll quickly see Nick Bonner into the game. Mallard inbound for OU. They'll go to the point with Ty. Floater in the lane from Joe, in and out. Rebound to Jalen Scott. Scott up top to Neely. Left wing for Maccabee. Backs in on Mallory. Right side Bonner. We'll go to Jalen Scott. He's got Joe Johnson third on him. Neely for 3. Shot blocked out of play by Daniels into the Bethel bench.
Daniels with the great hustle there again. He's really inserted himself defensively in this game.
Inbound goes to Scott, just in front of the Bethel bench. Pick and roll with him and Maccabee. Back to Maccabee, open again for three. Good, and Ottawa just not getting out on him.
Contested really well there by Daniels, but Maccabee.
Ottawa had Carroll open as Daniels going to work on Maccabee. Step back from Jaquan, good in the corner. He hits the 15-footer to respond to the three from Maccabee. A few words to say from both of them on that possession. 13:24 left. Ottawa up by 9, 54-45. Scott in the lane, good look inside to Neely. Left-hand layup goes as Ottawa had two defenders there. And Scott with a nice dish as he picks up his 6th assist. And a reach-in foul will be called on Jalen Scott, as Bland was able to force the reach-in. That's Scott's second, team foul number 4. Tristan Hull will come in for Jaquan Daniels. Mallory will inbound it. Will go to Ty in the block. Back out to Jackson Mallory, right corner, as he'll work it around the perimeter to Carroll, left side. Perry picks up his dribble, finds Tristan Hull. Tristan to Bland, just outside the left block, and another reach-in foul. This time goes on Bird, his second, team foul number 5.
A good job there by Bland to be aggressive there off the dribble to draw that foul on Bird.
Ty's jumper, no. Rebound by Jalen Scott as he couldn't get it to fall from 11 feet. And they're going to have to, that's going to be a tough guard for Tristan Hull, and that's just easy as he's going to pick up his 4th. Ottawa just unable to communicate on who was going to stay on Jalen Scott, and as quickly as Tristan Hull comes into the game, he's going to come out.
Yeah, tough draw there for Hull to be stuck on Scott.
Jalen Scott at the inbound. He'll work back to the left wing. Ottawa leading 54-47, but Bethel's cut the lead down from 14 to 7 in the second half. Scott in the lane, turnaround, shot's good, and the foul as Mallory hit him on the hand. For Mallory, his second personal, team foul number 6 on OU. Jalen Scott up to 6 points.
Scott hasn't scored many buckets there this evening, but when he does, they have been very impactful for the Bethel.
Well, and he's not settling for 15-footers anymore.
Yeah.
Which we knew the size advantage was going to be a problem. Bethel taking full advantage as they're up 54-50. Moore still keeps the dribble as he worked off 2 screens and leaves it with Joe Johnson III. Went off the hand of Neely and into the Ottawa bench. 13 on the shot clock. Braves to inbound in front of the bench, leading by 4. Mallory inbound finds Carroll. He has the defender on his back, floats and scores. That's a tough bucket over the top of Jalen Scott as it gives Ottawa a 6-point lead.
Braves definitely needed that. Good bucket there by Terry.
12-minute mark of the second half. Neely wanted the 3, didn't take it. He'll leave it with Bonner. Floater in the lane. That's going to be a charge as Bonner left his feet and plowed into Perry Carroll. Big offensive charge called on Bethel. Daniels will come in for Joe Johnson III. That is team foul number 6 on Bethel for Bonner, his first. Carroll left side of the floor. Pick and roll coming with Jack. And Bethel does switch, so Bonner will stay on Carroll. Pass in the corner as Perry hits the floor hard. Here's Daniels off the screen for 3, well off, and the rebound to Clifford Bird. And here goes Bethel the other way. Ottawa does get back defensively. 3's not falling for OU in the second half. They're 8 of 17 overall, but they've only made 1 in this second half. Jalen Scott in the lane through the contact, scores in the foul. That one goes on Andre Jackson. That'll be his first, team foul number 7.
Yeah, tough guard there again by Jackson. Jalen Scott, like you said, just not settling for those jumpers here in this second half, and it's paying off for the Threshers.
And free throw off the mark for Scott. It's a 4-point OU lead, 56-52. Jalen Scott up to 9 points. Had just 2 at the break. Mallory driving in the lane. His pass, he'll kick it out to Moore, but a whistle and a foul will be called on Bethel. And that goes on Bonner, his second, team foul number 7, and this is going to come down to free throws.
Yes. This may be the longest 11 minutes for us this season here.
I don't know, that first half against Bethany on Thursday felt like it ended up being 48-minute first half.
Really?
Due to Bethany going into the bonus 4 minutes in. Mallory's free throw good. Jackson, just a 33% free throw shooter on the year, but hasn't been there a whole lot, as that is only free throw attempt number 4. Second, no good. Rebound by Bethel. Braves lead 57-52. And Jalen Scott again just to the rim. Basket is good, and the foul. They gave him continuation. And he's going back to the free throw line. Ottawa just not stopping his dribble right now. Foul called on Andre Jackson, his second. Jalen Scott up to 11. And really what this is doing, what we saw in that first half when we didn't have any stoppages, Bruce, is the depth for Ottawa paying off. But when you're like this, you can keep all your starters on the floor when there's a stoppage almost every possession.
Yeah. No flow right now for either team except Threshers to keep chipping into this Braves lead.
Ottawa's lead down to 2. They led by 13 at half, 43-30. Daniels works on Jalen Scott through the contact. Looked like he was hit on the arm, and he was. And for Jalen Scott, his third. And Daniels to shoot 2 free throws. Daniels with 8. First trip to the free throw line, has 9 boards to go along with those 8 points. Free throw good. Ottawa's 4 of 5 as a team, and we will see Maccabee. Oh, my apologies. They're going to go big here. They're going to take Neely off the floor. So they'll go Garreau, Scott, and Maccabee all in the game right now, which is back to their starting 5. Except Flowers isn't on the floor. Free throw no good. And that'll be Jonas, who got the rebound, as this is the biggest lineup I think Bethel can put on the floor right now. Shortest player is Jordan Neely at 6'2". Everyone else is over 6'4", and Neely up and under layup goes. And Ottawa is in all kinds of issues defensively right now.
Yeah, Bethel's not settling for 3-point shots here this second half.
Pass inside, goes to Carroll. He'll turn on Maccabee, throws one up, ball's loose. And I thought Jaquan Daniels was going to pull down that rebound. He hits the floor hard, and a whistle and a foul called on Bethel. That goes on Garreau, his second. $10 minutes and 17 seconds to go, and both teams in the bonus. This one's going to go down to the wire.
It's so loud. I didn't even hear the whistle on that play.
Daniels first is good. Sounds like OU might take a timeout here, Bruce, after the second free throw if Daniels can get it to go. Bethel is 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Ottawa 5 of 7. But Ottawa had no free throw attempts at half. Second's good for Daniels. Ottawa going to take a timeout. They lead by 3, 60-57. 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 at 103.7 FM KOFO.
Wherever you and your vehicle go, you can trust your vehicle repairs to CarStar with our limited nationwide warranty on all qualifying repairs. Call CarStar Ottawa at 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
If you're seeking a more active role in managing your diabetes or other foot-related issues, Kramer Pharmacy is here to help. This is pharmacist Laura Hibberts inviting you to put your best foot forward with Dr. Comfort shoes at Kramer Pharmacy, 134 South Main. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 9 to 2 on Saturday.
Bethel has cut Ottawa's lead down to just 3 as they've started the second half, outscoring Ottawa 27-17. 10-17 to go, Bruce, and both teams in the bonus. Bethel 1 foul away from putting Ottawa in the double bonus, and free throws are going to be key down the stretch.
Yeah, both teams have to be solid defensively. So free throws here down the stretch. You got to play defense with your feet.
They'll roll it into Jalen Scott. Ottawa going to drop into a zone for the first time tonight. Jonas sets the screen left side for Jalen Scott. He'll float, finds Harper Jonas. Layup's good in the foul. And a chance to tie it for Bethel.
Great pass there by Jalen Scott. To find Jonas floating on the backside of that zone.
First bucket for Harper Jonas and a chance to tie the game at 60 with a make here. Jonas on the year, an 83% free throw shooter. That one's good, and we're tied. Halfway through the second half, 60-60 our score. That ball's tipped in the air, goes into the student section on the far side. It'll stay with Ottawa. Now to inbound it, he'll go to Carroll with 20 on the shot clock. Perry leaves it with Daniels. Jaquan attacks inside Garreau. Hard foul as he's going to pick up his third, and Daniels will shoot free throws.
Yes, both sides have numerous players with 3 fouls here with 9 minutes left in this ball game. 9:44 left in this ball game. It may come down to who's playing smart and then who's going to have some depth to finish out this game.
Daniels with 12 as he makes the first one. 4 of 9 from the field is Jaquan. He's got a double-double now. He's got 10 boards. Bruce, I can't remember the last possession we had a made bucket in the run of play. That didn't result in a foul or an and one.
Right.
I mean, we've gone a good 3 or 4 minutes. Free throw good for Daniels. Gets the lead for OU back to 2 at 62-60. Neely will come in for Garreau, who picked up his third. 9:43 left in Wilson Fieldhouse. Bethel's erased a 13-point deficit. Bird to Scott in the lane, up and under layup good. And again, he just going right at that Ottawa zone. They're trying to extend it out to force, I assume, get the ball out of Scott's hand, but it's ended up in his hands anyways. Moore floats through. That's a tough shot. No, rebound by Maccabee. And Bethel can take their first lead of the game as we're tied at 62. Scott drives to the short corner, brings it back out as Ottawa needs a stop. Scott works on Andre Jackson to the short corner, finds Harper Jonas. Up and under layup is blocked, and then a late whistle and a foul will be called on Ottawa as it goes on Perry Carroll, or at least he asked for it to go on him. That would mean Daniels would have picked up his third. Goes on Perry, his first personal. So Jonas an opportunity to give Bethel their first lead of the game. And he does. Bethel's outscored Ottawa 33-19 in the second half. Second for Jonas, good. And it's a 2-point lead for Bethel, 64-62. 8 minutes and 49 seconds to play. Elijah Mason, right wing for Ian Moore. Skip left side to Andre Jackson. He'll drive on Maccabee, get to the elbow. Bounce pass inside, not there. It's stolen away by Jalen Scott. As Clifford Bird will just walk it across the 10-second line. Go to Jalen Scott between the circles. Elijah Mason will stay on him. Scott drives on Elijah. A lot of contact there. No whistle. Rebound by Ottawa. That's really the first time, though, they've actually contested one. Perry Carroll step back triple long, and Ottawa just can't hit anything right now. They're down 2 with 8 minutes to play. Here's Bird in the lane off the glass. Good.
Another tough finish there by Bird.
Mallory to Ian Moore. He'll go to Andre Jackson. He's got Neely on him. Elijah Mason needs a triple. No. $7:35 to play. Ottawa's down 4, 66-62. Bethel with their largest lead. And the basketball. Scott has Elijah Mason on him. They'll go in the corner to Harper Jonas for a 3. Long rebound to Perry Carroll as that one hit front rim. Carroll got Scott to leave his feet, goes inside to Elijah Mason. Ian Moore for 3 in the corner. Yes. Good ball movement there from Ottawa. Ian Moore able to knock down the triple for Ian, his 3rd. He's got 9. 6:55 to play. Bethel up 1. Bird on Carroll. Off the glass. No. Rebound by Andre Jackson. And then he has it taken away by Bird. Right hand layup, no, but he's fouled by Andre Jackson, who picks up his 3rd personal. Tenth team foul on OU. Both teams in the double bonus for the rest of this one.
Yeah. There's been a lot of body contact there. I didn't see anything with the hands or the arms. I thought Jackson did a great job of staying north-south on that. Officials saw something different.
Bird is 1 of 2 from the foul line. He's got 19, make it 20 as he makes the first. Bland, Hull, and Daniels all back in for Ottawa with 6:42 to play. Mallory, Mason, and Jackson will check out. Trailing by 2. Second for Bird is good. Gets the lead back out to 3, 68-65, 6:40 remaining. And a whistle and a foul will be called on Bethel. Goes on Jonas as he held Bland, so Ty will shoot free throws. Now, I hope you don't have plans for 7 o'clock tonight because we still have 6:32 to go, and there's a lot of free throws upcoming, Bruce.
Yeah.
Free throw number 1, good for Ty.
You got the Big Ten game starting at 7. Michigan, Iowa, so like to catch a little bit of that.
Well, that game's not going to end until 11:30. We know how football is. Second's good as Garreau comes back in for Jonas, who was a huge energizer for this team in the second half. 5 points for him, including an and 1 that gave Bethel their first lead. They lead by 1, 68-67, 6:19 remaining. Pick and roll for Jalen Scott with Adam Garreau, and now Ottawa switches. This is a tough guard here for Tristan Hull, trying not to pick up his 5th foul. He falls down, and then a whistle late, and a foul called on Garreau as he's going to pick up his 4th, and we'll walk to the other end to shoot more free throws.
Yeah. Garreau knew it right when the whistle was blown, so it's a tough call there on them, and it's just that type of game. Kids are going to have to change their style of play down the stretch here with both teams being in the bonus.
I'm not sure Harper Jonas had enough time to even get a drink of water over there as he was sent right back to the scorer's table. Daniels to the line where he is 5 of 6. First one good. They've tied it at 68. Garreau will come out as he picked up that 4th foul. Braves had 3 players in double figures. Daniels with 14, Bland 13, and Carroll with 10. Ian Moore right behind him with 9. Chance for Ottawa to regain in the lead with a make here. No, it's well short, and the rebound to Bethel. We stay tied at 68. 6:05 to go. That's Clifford Bird, guarded by Carroll on the right side of the floor, finds Maccabee. Back up top, Neely. They'll swing it from right to left to Bird. Bird pump fakes, drives, backs in. They'll kick it out. Harper Jonas for three. Good. 31% three-point shooter. Got to run him off the line, and Ottawa trails 71-68. Daniels drives on Jalen Scott. Just too much dribbling right now from OU, but still Daniels goes through the double team and scores to cut it to one with 5:29 to go.
Yes. Wasn't a pretty possession by the Braves, but it resulted in 2 points by Daniels.
Jonas back up top to Bird. Crosses over Perry in the lane, high off the glass, no. Rebound by Tristan Hull, and he'll find Ian Moore in transition. Ian out to the left wing. He'll pick up his dribble. Leaves it with Ty Bland. Ty on Jalen Scott. Backs in. Bounce pass back to Ian Moore. NBA range three, no. And the rebound to Harper Jonas, and a foul called on Ty. 80 feet from the basket, and free throws upcoming for Jonas.
Yes. I like to hustle there by Bland for the offensive rebound, but you have to be smart definitely in this situation with being in the bonus.
2 free throws upcoming for Harper Jonas, who on the evening has 8. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Make it 4 of 4. Into the game for Ottawa, Andre Jackson, as he will check in for Ty Bland. We have 4:57 to go. Second on the way for Jonas, good. Bethel leads Ottawa by 3, 73-70. 4:54 remaining. Pull between the circles. Looks to attack. Leaves it with Andre Jackson. Make that Jaquan Daniels. He had to try and avoid taking the running into the charge set by Maccabee, and his runner comes up short. Bucket here would give Bethel the largest lead of the game, as they currently lead 73-70. Clock running with 4:30 left. Bird into the short corner, gets in the lane, gets Carroll to leave his feet, left-hand layup, good. 5-point advantage. Daniels, is Ottawa going to swing it middle of the floor. Backdoor pass to Andre Jackson, lay-in good on the dish from Tristan Hull.
That's great execution there by the Braves to answer on the Bird bucket.
4 minutes to play. 3-point lead for Bethel. It has been Bird on the ISO, Bird on the pick and roll. See if Ottawa tries to switch here. They do not. They'll kick it out to Jonas. Open three again. This one's off the mark. Rebound by Andre Jackson. As credit to Carroll for coming out and contesting. Carroll, right wing. He's got Jalen Scott on him. Looks to go baseline. Step back jumper from Perry. Gonna go. Got the soft bounce off the back rim. Then falls in as Ottawa cuts it to one. 3:24 to play. 75-74. Number 25, Bethel over OU. Scott to the right wing. Looks to drive inside in the lane. Turns on Tristan Hull. Layup, no. Rebound to Andre Jackson. Dre inside to Tristan. Backdoor cut. Stolen away. Great job by Jaquan to kick it in the corner. Three-pointer, no, from Ian Moore. Ian 3 of 7 from 3. 2:55 left. Rebound by Bethel, and a timeout going to be called by Jason Artez. With 2:53 remaining and Bethel leading Ottawa by 1. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The Advent Health Specialty Care Pediatric Team is making it easy to protect your family from COVID-19. Appointments are available every Wednesday from 1 to 4:30 in the afternoon for ages 5 and up. Call 785-229-8891 to schedule a vaccination appointment.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. When we have a funeral or a visitation at the funeral home, We try very hard to make friends and family feel comfortable. We want you to feel at home. This is Dengel & Son setting the standard for funeral service.
They can't buy it if they don't know you have it. Introduce a new product or reestablish an old one with advertising on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email KOFO@KOFO.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
Bethel with possession with 2:53 to go, up by 1 on the Braves as they've outscored Ottawa 45-31 in the second half after the Braves took a 13-point lead into halftime. And Bruce, Ottawa's shooting percentage have dropped down to 45%. They're now 9 of 22 from 3. And Bethel going to their playmakers and Clifford Bird and Jalen Scott time after time.
Yeah, they're definitely, Bethel's definitely leaning on their senior leadership in Bird and Scott. Those guys have delivered. Bird playing extremely well here at that guard position. Braves are going to have to tighten up their defensively on those two.
They'll run pick and roll as Daniels is going to try and guard Jalen Scott off the switch. Ottawa going to switch here. Now they're going to have hole guard Scott. Scott in the lane, drives off the glass, good. Lead back to 3 for Bethel, 2:30 to play. Carroll in the corner, Ian Moore for 3, no. Ball tipped around, Daniels gets the rebound through the contact, no. Ball's loose, picked up by Bethel. With 2:15 remaining and Ottawa down by 3. Bucket here, go a long way to seal it for the Threshers. Definitely have to watch Maccabee or Jonas for a kick out. Scott working in the lane. Daniels commits the foul. And the size just weighing on Ottawa again, similar to what Bethany did down the stretch on Thursday. Just too many big bodies. And credit to Daniels, he's not a 4. Forced to play the 4. But they're going right at the mismatches size-wise. And back to the line goes Jalen Scott, where on the evening he's got 16, 6 of 11 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, and 4 of 6 from the foul line. 8 rebounds and 7 assists, looking for a triple-double. First free throw's good. 78-74 Bethel.
Yeah, defensively, Braves are may have to run 2 guys right now at Scott just to get the ball out of his hands. So
both free throws good. 5-point lead for Bethel. 1:50 to play. Carroll inside on Maccabee. Layup no, but he's fouled as for Brian Maccabee picks up his first personal. And free throws for Perry, who has 12. First free throw for Perry, good. On the season, Carroll shooting 85% from the free throw line as he looks to cut it to a 3-point game with a make here. His second is up and good. Braves 12 of 15 from the foul line. Andre Jackson's going to come in as Ottawa's going to try and go full court and maybe get the ball out of Jalen Scott's hands.
Yeah. Let's mix it up here defensively a little bit. Make it play full court.
And they'll break it. Maccabee will have it left wing with 1:40 to play. They'll go right back to Clifford Bird. As he'll hold it just in front of midcourt. He goes by Mallory and then brings it back to Jalen Scott with 14 on the shot clock, 1:30 to go. Bethel by 3. Scott inside on Tristan Hull, works off the glass, good. He's got 20. Jackson to Tristan Hull, inside floater, and they call an offensive foul as Maccabee takes the charge, and I think that should probably do it. Just out of control, put his head down, and he fouls out with 6 points. Go along with 2 rebounds and 4 assists. The road doesn't get any easier for Ottawa after tonight. They go to Wichita, who that team beat this Bethel team just over a week ago. Braves try and trap. Scott, long pass. They'll call timeout with 1:05 to go. They have 3 timeouts remaining. It's down to 2. Braves trail by 5, 81-76 with 1 minute and 5 seconds. 30-second timeout. We'll take it. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This week, NFL players are wearing customized cleats in honor of the causes they support through My Cause, My Cleats. Discover their stories and make their cleats yours. Text MCMC to 635-635 to hear the players' stories, bid on their custom cleats for charity, and learn more about how they're making a difference in their communities. Tune in to this week's games to see their cleats in action on the field. It takes all of us to be part of a movement for the greater good.
Bethel leads Ottawa 81-76 with 1 minute and 5 seconds to play. Both teams in the double bonus. Out of the timeout, Daniels, Mallory, Carroll, Jackson, and Moore in the game. For Bethel, Bird, Scott, Neely, Jonas, and Maccabee. And they can run this one under just under 42 seconds here if they want to. They're going to run pick and roll with Scotty. Blows by 2 defenders. Up and under layup. Too strong. Rebound by Jaquan Daniels. Daniels inside to Carroll. Right-hand layup goes. Timeout called by Ottawa with 43.8 remaining, down by 3, 81-78. And it's a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220. 103.7 FM KOFO.
Ottawa University has positioned itself as a distinctive and rapidly expanding institution, known for its innovative educational models, exceptional value, and special ability to prepare diverse student populations for lifetimes of enlightened faith, exemplary service, inspired leadership, and personal significance. With numerous undergraduate and graduate degrees in business, education, arts and sciences, athletics, and more, you'll gain the specific expertise you need for a lifetime of significance and prosperity. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu/OUKS. Would you like to attract a new generation of customers and establish brand loyalty for years to come? You can when you advertise on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email KOFO@KOFO.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
Ottawa trails Bethel 81-78, 43.8 to go. And they're going to need at least one more stop, Bruce. But Braves get a big break as Jalen Scott, for the first time in a long time, misses one from inside 5 feet.
Yeah, definitely missed one. Braves took advantage of it. Great job there by Carroll to push the tempo and finish at the rim for the Braves.
Bird has 23, Scott with 20, and Maccabee with 12. Harper Jonas off the bench with 10. Daniel 16, Carroll 16, Bland 13. Ottawa going to go full court pressure again. Bird beats all of it, and then he'll slow it up. Ottawa going to trap, and then timeout called by Bethel with 36.1 remaining, 23 on the shot clock. As they have 2 timeouts remaining, it's a full timeout. We'll take that break. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220. 103.7 FM KOFO.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens.
So Eddie, that's my Blue Checking. With free Blue Checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
helpful.
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free Blue Checking. Arvest Bank. Ready to help.
They can't buy it if they don't know you have it. Introduce a new product or reestablish an old one with advertising on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email KOFO@KOFO.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
36.1 to play. Bethel did break the initial trap from OU before they called one of their 2 timeouts that were remaining. So they will inbound in front of their own bench coming out of the timeout. There's 23 on the shot clock, so theoretically they could run this down under 13 seconds if Ottawa is able to get a steal or if they decide not to foul. Bird to inbound it. They're going to go in the backcourt to Jalen Scott. Scott, as Ottawa tries to double team, ball's loose. Carroll tips it out of play with 16 on the shot clock as Daniels got the initial contact, Jackson got the initial contact, and Perry couldn't keep it from going out of play. 29.7 remaining. They'll inbound quickly to Jalen Scott. They'll double team. Neely dribbles it back near midcourt as they'll go back to Jalen Scott. Back to Neely, right wing, 10 on the shot clock. Neely to the free throw line. 7 on the shot clock. Neely in the lane. He looks to score. He's fouled as he hits the deck hard. And as Daniels fouls him as he picks up his 4th. And on the floor is Jalen Scott after that play. Didn't see a whole lot in that. As he's holding his wrist after that play.
It's a hard fall. Nothing dirty there.
But one free throw would most likely do it here for the Threshers. And
so,
as we wait to see, still 17.1 on the clock. And Jalen Scott to shoot 2 free throws. Nick Bonner will come to the scorers table. And now they'll stop it as the horn sounded. Free throw for Jalen Scott is long, off the mark. Into the game is Bonner for Neely with 17.1 left. Second good. Gives Bethel a 2-possession lead, 82-78. Carroll with 15 seconds to go. Drives on Jalen Scott. He'll go baseline, kicks it out to Daniels. 3-pointer for Daniels is long. Ball's tipped around. That goes out of bounds off of Bethel with 7.9 to play. Ottawa will take one of their 2 timeouts remaining. With 7.9 left and down 4. It's a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
132 conference championships, 146 NAIA scholar teams, 43 NAIA national tournament appearances, and 237 All-Americans. Ottawa University has a long and rich tradition of Braves athletes that continue to compete at the highest level of competition, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities, accomplished coaches, and a spirit that only comes from wearing the black and gold. Push yourself to limits you never imagined as a student athlete at Ottawa University. Visit ottawa.edu/OUKS. Would you like to attract a new generation of customers and establish brand loyalty for years to come? You can when you advertise on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email KOFO@KOFO.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
7.9 remaining, and Bethel leading Ottawa by 4, 82-78. Braves will inbound on the baseline. Needing a quick basket. It probably has to be a 3 at this point, just not enough time left to settle for a layup. As out of the timeout, Carroll, Daniels, Jackson going by Moore. And the inbounder, Jackson Mallory. 7.9 to play. Mallory will inbound it. And a whistle and a foul called before the inbound. About as good as you can ask if you're Ottawa. That goes on Nick Bonner, his 3rd.
We had Andre Jackson open right underneath the rim there with a lob over top, but we'll take the points here if we could get it. Braves will need to have a quick foul. We'll lengthen this game.
Free throw good for Daniels. As a team, Ottawa's 13 or 14 to 17, Bethel 20 to 25. Neely comes back in. Bonner will take a seat. Here's the second for Jaquan. No. And that ball goes out of bounds. That looked like it went off of Bethel. No, it went off of Ottawa. And the score stays 82-79, and Ottawa's going to take their final timeout with 7.5 to play, down 3. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I'm Micah Fink, a veteran, a former Navy SEAL, and I'm with Boot Barn to talk about the power of being present. I think like this holiday season, if the whole country could get together and say, you know what, we're going to all turn our phones off. We're going to get really present, and and we're going to spend time and we're going to connect, I think 2 weeks after the holiday's over, the world would be a different place. And that's because people would be changing themselves. And by changing yourselves, you change the world. Boot Barn. Share the West.
They can't buy it if they don't know you have it. Introduce a new product or reestablish an old one with advertising on KOFO. Get started today by calling 242-1220 or email KOFO@KOFO.com. KOFO Marketing, helping you do business.
82-79 lead for Bethel as Daniels goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As on the night, Braves 14 of 18 from the foul stripe. It'll be Bethel possession after the loose ball was knocked out of play by OU. Really isn't a bad free throw shooter on the floor right now for Bethel as they'll get Neely into the game. Braves go full court pressure. Bird will inbound for Bethel. Slap the ball and wait for some movement. They'll go to Maccabee, and Ottawa's got a foul now, and they will with 6.2.
The jump by the Braves in full court pressure. Looked like Jackson Mallory were looking to go in for the jump ball. Officials expecting the Braves to foul, so they will give them the foul.
6.2 to go. Maccabee to the free throw line. Really just needs to make one here to seal it for the Threshers. Free throw good. Maccabee, who has held the 2 points in the first half, has 13 on the night to go along with 3 rebounds. Second is good, 84-79. And the clock is stopped as Daniels tries to let this one come into the front court. Daniels inside, lays it up with 3 seconds to go, 2.9 to be exact. Inbound, ball's loose, and then Jackson's called for the reach-in foul. And he's fouled out with 2.1 to play.
Wow. Tough break there for the Braves. Had an opportunity to maybe get one good look at it.
And Ottawa going to send Joe Johnson the third in as Jackson picked up his 5th. Maccabee's free throw good. 85-81 lead for Bethel. Maccabee with 15. Make it 16. 86-81. 2 seconds to go. We'll roll it out to Carroll. He'll shoot the half-court shot, and Ottawa going to fall by 5, 86-81 as they get dominated in the second half. And fall by 5 to Bethel as they lose their 4th straight. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The KOFO Sports Guide is the best way for you to follow your favorite high school or Ottawa University teams throughout the year. Football, basketball, soccer, and wrestling, baseball and tennis, track, golf, softball, and more. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Ottawa Bike and Trail, Franklin County Attorney's Office, Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, and Crown Realty, Ottawa. You can also find the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Play ball!
Did you miss your front row seat at Arrowhead last season? Not this year. KOFO and Furniture Loft are sending you back to Arrowhead to watch the most exciting team in football, your Kansas City Chiefs. You and a friend in front row seats to watch the Chiefs. Just stop by Furniture Loft on Market Street in Osage City or Emporia on West US 50 and register once per visit. Only 1 win per season. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 to win. Win tickets for Chiefs versus the Raiders December 12th. Winner announced December 9th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Final score from Wilson Fieldhouse, Bethel 86, Ottawa 81, as we're now joined by head coach Aaron Siebenthal. Coach led by 13 at the half. They turned it into really a half-court game in the second half and really looked to ISO Jalen Scott. And unfortunately, they managed to come out with the win tonight.
Yeah, give those guys credit. I mean, they played a great second half, and I think we're getting closer and closer to putting 40 minutes together. But it's pretty frustrating right now. So we gotta get it turned around. So not kind of at a loss for words. We just got to figure out a way to get it going there.
Finally get back on the real normal schedule is you'll have a few more days before you travel down to Wichita. This one hurts a lot just because, holding a 13-point lead at the break. Still some positives, though, I thought in that first half is, your team played really hard defense and I thought did a good job of finally getting out in transition and starting the game how you would probably like.
Yeah, it's a good first half, and, a lot of the second half was good. We just couldn't get stops when we needed to, couldn't make plays when we needed to. Had some good looks that we didn't knock down. So, obviously we can play with anybody, but right now we're struggling to beat people. So we got to go back to the drawing board and just figure out where we can just get a little bit better.
It doesn't get any easier. You go to Wichita, a place that you fell last year to Friends. They beat this Bethel team just a week ago. What are you kind of looking for out of that group?
I have no idea.
That's okay. No, I just thought I'd ask. So, all right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Final score, Ottawa falls 86-81 to Bethel. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Final score number 25, Bethel 86, Ottawa 81, as Ottawa goes 1-4 during their 5 games in 10 days, Bruce. And final tally, Clifford Bird II leading all scorers with 23, Jalen Scott with 21, 8 rebounds and 7 assists. Bryant Mockabee finished with 16 as he sealed the deal at the free throw line. Harper Jonas comes off the bench to score 10. Adam Garreau with 6, Nick Bonner with 3. Jordan Neely with 3, Tavon Flowers with 2. Jaquan Daniels led it for Ottawa with 19, Perry Carroll with 16, and Daniels did finish with a double-double as he had 13 boards. Ty Bland with 13, Ian Moore with 9, Andre Jackson with 8, Jackson Mallory with 7, 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Tristan Hull, 6 points, 2 rebounds and 4 assists as he fouled out, and Joe Johnson III with 3. And Bruce, your kind of your final thoughts from tonight.
Yeah, the Braves came out with great energy there in the first half. Really dominated the first 3 or 4 minutes of the ball game and finished out that half extremely well too as well, and took that 13-point lead in the second half. Going into halftime, but man, it just took a turn there in the second half, and they lose that second half 38-56, and you got to take your hat off to Bethel on what they did just down the stretch there with Scott and Bird, and then Mockabee was a huge difference there, knocking down those threes. And the Braves have some things to figure out, offensively and defensively. If they're not going to get stops, then they definitely got to find some ways to score. And so they got to find their identity. They really do, offensively and defensively right now. It's an experienced ball club. Still a lot of basketball left to play. This KCAC run is going to be a difficult one because, 2 of your better teams are not up top right now. And that says a lot about the KCAC, and the Braves are just going to have to hang in there. They got a good ball club, but got to find ways to win.
Ottawa last year started KCAC play 2-6. Bruce managed to finish winning 9 of their last 11 to finish third in the conference. So, we know they can turn it around. This one just feels a little different than the other ones because you felt like Ottawa in those 3 losses was the better ball club tonight. Number 25 Bethel really put it to them. We haven't seen a half like that all year for this team.
No, that was a crazy half of basketball, and you're exactly right. Braves have everything in the tank to finish things out, but just not finding a way to get over the hump. Coach Siebes is exactly right. This group here, totally different group than past last year and the year before, the KCAC championship team. They have to find ways to win basketball games. They're not doing that right now. And they're just going to have to get that wake-up call, and it has to come sooner than later.
I want to thank Bruce for all of his help today and for Larson back in the station. Final score, number 25, Bethel wins at 86-81 over the Ottawa University Braves. They'll be back in action Wednesday when they travel down to Wichita to take on Friends University. Women tip at 6, men tip at 8. We'll have pregame for you around 5:45. For Casey Weeder, your final score, Bethel 86, Ottawa 81. You've been listening to Ottawa University men's basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage of Ottawa University Braves men's basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Kansas State Bank.